Hi, and thanks so much for joining me today. We were talking all about eyeshadow sticks. I did one of these about a year and a half ago, and since then I've updated some of the things that I'm using every day and then some of the things I continue to use. So I'd like to show you some of the new items like the matte colors that I found that work really well, and then again some of my old favorites. So let's go ahead and get started. So eyeshadow sticks for me fall into two categories, one more shimmery and the other matte. All of the By Terry sticks that I have, I've got 2, 4, 6 at least here that I love. The level of shimmer is a little bit higher on the By Terry sticks than on some of the ones I'm going to show you in a moment. So if you don't like shimmery, but you want a little bit of something else besides matte, I'll show you those in a minute. However, I do have some that I've purchased a few times over, like Bronze Moon is a really great one. It's nice and neutral, but again, it gives you a little bit of something without being too much. And I think this is a really great neutral, perfect if you have brown eyes. What I love the most about By Terry sticks is they don't ever move. Once they're on, they stick and they don't go anywhere, they don't crease, and they last for pretty much the life of the stick. Let's see, it says 36 months, so that's a pretty long time. That's 3 years for a beauty product, which is like I said, a really long time. Usually I don't see 36 months printed on a product, so I probably have had these for about 36 months, if not maybe more. Got, again, some shimmer in it. It's very much like a mocha color. Another great one is this one. It's Misty Rock. It's about actually the color of this shirt right here. It's like a soft mauvey cool color, a little bit deeper than just a light pink. Again, beautiful all over the eye. I actually show this one in a little demo in the second part of this video if you want to see what that looks like on. Next is this one, Frozen Quartz. It's a little bit of a lighter version of the one I just showed you. Again, beautiful, light, cooler pink color. I love this one all over the eye if I'm going for a little bit less makeup. But that one's a really pretty one, just all over the lid. On to some of the darker colors. I've got the Pearl Black color. This one is a beautiful gray, shimmery. It kind of reminds me of like a paint color in a car. I don't know if that's a good description, but it's like a shimmery gray color, metallic, definitely. And then I also have Velvet Orchid. Now I'm gonna check and see if this one is still online because this one sold out quite a bit. It's a purpley color, again, shimmer in it, but very deep, and it's got some warmth to it, which is really, really beautiful. And I love this one for more of an evening look. If you're looking for something that's not brown and that's not gray, but also still neutral and still kind of understated, but it's a much deeper color. I also have Black Matte, and I don't use this one as often, I think because I actually forget that I have it. Yeah, it's funny that I just pulled this out because I genuinely think I forget I have this. I like to define this part of my eye right here just to show the definition between the end of my eye and yeah, because sometimes it can fade, and also I've got to manipulate that line a little bit so I get more of an almond shape, otherwise it's turned down too much. So I'll put concealer here and put a deeper color, so that would be really great for that. It's a little bit thicker to use as an eye liner, but if you use a brush, you can grab that and then just apply it with a brush if you want to. Again, these don't move. Love these. I wish they came out with more matte colors in the Ombre Black Stars. I don't know why they don't, but I haven't seen any. So let me know if you've seen any matte colors by Terry that I've missed, because I'd love to try those. Now, we talked about how By Terry has shimmer in it. The next sticks I'm going to talk about also have shimmer, but not as intense. They are the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick Eye Colors. Gosh, did I say that right for once in my life? Caviar Stick Eye Color. Oh, I said it right. I always mix it up. I say Caviar Eye Stick Color. Caviar Stick Eye Color. Let's start with obvious. I talk about this one all the time. I have it in my waterline. I have it all over my lid. I actually layered it on another eyeshadow stick just because I want to show you the colors. But this was the best performing stick from Laura Mercier that I've had. Love it in the waterline. I have it in there right now. The light bounces off of it really nicely without being, again, too loud, although I'll show you another one if you want something even more subtle. Much more subtle, I think, in terms of the individual particles of shimmer. They're not as detectable, but you still definitely get a shimmer to it. So again, this is copper. Love this one. This is one I'll probably buy over and over for the rest of my life. That's how much I love this one. This one is Moonlight. I showed you in a video last week how to use this in the waterline. If you want to go back to that, I'll link it. It's the purple eyeshadow one. And I used this in there, really, really pretty. If you are using something a little bit more dramatic in other places on your eye and you don't want to use copper because it's a little bit more obvious, or it can compete, I think, a little bit if you're using more intense colors. So I like this one if you want to go a little bit more subtle in that waterline but still put something in there to cancel the redness out, which is what I have. So I like to put a color in there. Oh, and speaking of the waterline, let's just keep going on that. One of my favorite things to do is one of their newer colors by Mercier is in Caramel, and it is a matte color. And what I like to do with this is put it in the waterline, also below the lash line, because I have very fine lines that run, they kind of run in this direction along my lash line. And if I put concealer in there, it will definitely gather and you can see the makeup, although I don't go without makeup there because I do have redness. So I want something to conceal that, and even concealer will gather in there. Although if I put this on, it doesn't do that. I don't get the same effect with this. It lays on there really nicely and it doesn't bring out those lines. It just covers it up without gathering in the lines. I hope that makes sense. But I like that just as almost a concealer. It's not my exact skin color, but it's close enough. And I haven't found anything else that does what this does. So if I want to go with a no makeup look and I want to just conceal the redness under here, I will use this in the waterline and also right under the lash line. So if you are my coloring and you wanted to try something like that and you have some of the same issues, this is a really good one. Also, I used this all over my eye in that tutorial if you want to see what that looks like just on the eye plain. Again, if you want no makeup, but you want to cancel out some of the color on your eyelid or under on the bottom part of your eye, that's a good one. Also, there's a new one. I picked up Cocoa by Mercier. It appeared to be more matte, but it's not. It has a little bit of shimmer, but not as much as Copper or Moonlight. But there is some shimmer in there, and this is good, but it has a little bit more of a cool tone to it. I would have preferred something with a warmer tone, but for now, it's good. I used it today, again, on the edges right here underneath the eye. I did use another eyeliner though, another brown eyeliner, so it might not appear as cool as it is because I combined them, but again, just to define the end of my eye like this and then underneath the lash line. Burnished bronze. I used this in one of my makeup tutorials like last couple months, and this I had for a while, but it performs better drier. I don't know why, but it's like a more of a burgundy reddish color with a little bit of purple in it, but it's really pretty on brown eyes if you're looking for something. If it is a little bit too mushy, because it was mushy for me when I first purchased it, which is why I didn't use it, but now it's really beautiful. So I love this one, love the color. And a new one by Mercier, it's actually a little tester, a little trial, deluxe sample, what do they call these? I think it came in an order, but it's amethyst, and it also is very pretty. It is a nice lilac-y, shimmery color, so if you're looking for something like that. I actually use this for the first look in my purple eyeshadow tutorial if you want to see this one in action on the eyes. Again, beautiful. Adds a little bit of color, although you can't tell what the color is. So if you don't like obvious color, but you're looking for something different, that's a really great one. Now on to the other mattes that I would definitely try if you're looking for matte. And this was a suggestion from one of you, so thank you so much for this. I love this one. It's the Magnetic Matte Eye Color by Nude Sticks in Terra. And it's warm, it's creamy, it's easy to smudge along the edges. I have it on right now because some mattes also are too dry and they don't move well, or once they're in place, you can't really fiddle with them. This one is nice and creamy, so you can smudge it out before it sets. And yeah, I love this one. It also is really pretty all over the eyes, although I don't wear it like that often. But if you're looking for a warm matte color, really, really pretty. Love this one. And then I've got two eyeshadow sticks by Bobbi Brown. Again, these are like the deluxe sample size, but I just wanted to tell you about them in case you're interested. I have two. There's a taupe and a sand dune, and I'll actually show you these two side by side so you can see the difference and you can make a choice based on what your needs are. But taupe is more cool, and it's also deeper. It's got some almost grayish tones in there. And then sand dune is warmer, although let me just check for you so I can describe this more accurately. It's not as warm as Terra. Out of all three of them, I like Terra the best, although if I need something cooler in the crease, I will go towards the other two, depending on if I'm going more pink or like a gray or a much cooler color. But the Bobbi Brown sticks, they set faster and they stick and they dry, and once they're set, they don't move. So if you want a little more playtime with the matte colors, I would go with the Terra, the one by Nude Sticks, because that one I think is just the easiest to work with. But if you want something that's gonna stick and not move, then Bobbi Brown. But again, you've gotta work kind of fast with that one because they will stick. And also, I've tried layering on top of the Bobbi Brown another matte color and it doesn't work well. The other color, like I've tried putting Terra on top of the Bobbi Brown colors and it doesn't work well because it sticks too much. They stick to each other. So they're not good for layering, not as much as something like the Nude Sticks. And I just want to show you a trick you could do with any of these if you like, but you can use it to highlight the lip area. Like I've done this before. Oh gosh, I don't have a mirror. Let's try using my phone. You can take this and just highlight the upper lip, not the upper lip, but you know, the upper line of your lip right here, Cupid's bow area. So if highlighter is a little bit difficult for you to use, you could use something like that. Just add a little bit of shimmer and then on the bottom. That just is a little bit of fullness, but it's not really obvious what you did to achieve that. So I think that's just a quick little multitasking trick that you can do with the shadow sticks if they have a little bit of shimmer in them. And if you want to see some of these eyeshadow sticks in action, stay tuned because I'm going to show you a little talk through of some of the things I used on my eyes today to get here, and you can see what they look like on the eye. First, I started off with the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick Eye Color in Caramel. It's a matte one. I put it underneath my eye. Then I continued to put that all over my eyelids just to cancel out any kind of redness or any discoloration on the eyelids. Then I went in with the Ombre Black Star by Terry in Misty Rock all over the lid. I just want to show that to you. It's a beautiful mauvey light color. Great for every day. I also forgot to mention how easy these are to just use your hands. If you notice, I'm not using any brushes here. I'm just using my hands to blend everything in. Then I go in with the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick Eye Color in Copper all over the lid and also in the waterline, just so you could see how beautiful that is. And you can see, I think, easily why this is my favorite shade to use. It just has something magical about it that brings out the eyes. Then I went in with the Caviar Stick Eye Color in Cocoa underneath the eye and again in that outer corner just to define the edge there. It kind of works like a winged liner without having the exact line of a winged liner. It kind of smudges it out. And then I went in with Moonlight just on the inner corner so you could see how you can use that to bring some shimmer to the inner corner of your eye. And then I also blended it towards the middle of my eye. Then I just finished up with a little bit of eyeliner by Marc Jacobs, the Highliner and Blacker in the tight line area. And then also I took one of the brown eyeliners, I can't remember the name of it, also along the lash line. And then I blended those two together and ended up with this. And that's it for my favorite eyeshadow sticks. So if you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.